Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hi to everyone. Today, my group, which is Group 8, will present our group assignment in creativity and innovation. And then I will introduce my group members. The first one is Maisarah binti Abdul Aziz. The second one, which is the Bintia, anak perempuan JEYAKUMAR. The third one, which is me, Muhammad AMINUDDIN bin ZULKIFLE. And lastly, Farah HAZWANI binti HAZLEN. And then I proceed with the objective part. The first one, to save the planet from pollution using a creative or innovative solution. The second one, to protect aquatic and land animals from extinction by using appropriate information, techniques, resources, and communication technology. And lastly, to be more creative and demonstrate team working skills. We proceed with the introduction part. As we know, plastic bags is an unwoven single-piece polyfabricate receptacle for storing, carrying, packaging of a wide variety of items and materials. Though they are very thin and easy to carry, plastic bags are strong, waterproof, and hold their shape under normal use. Plastic start out as fossil fuels and end up as deadly waste in landfills and the ocean. Birds often mistake shredded plastic bags for food, filling their stomach with toxic debris. For hungry sea turtles, it's nearly impossible to distinguish between jellyfish and floating plastic shopping bags. Microplastic bags are consumed by all people through the food and on the air. And now I will talk about the current issue. The first one, it is dangerous to sea life, and then it can cause greenhouse gases, and the last one, it can cause pollution. For the current solutions, the plastic bags are recycled properly. And then we can reducing our use of single-one plastic. And then we have identified the solution that can be used to solve the problem. We create plastic bags that use seaweed as the main material that is known as the bioplastics. Bioplastics are biodegradable materials that come from renewable sources and can be used to reduce the problem of plastic waste that is suffocating the planet and contaminating the environment. This is so important to save our planet since many plastic bags are found in the ocean and the coastline. After that, these plastic bags are also edibles. Edibles means something that is safe for humans or animals to eat without giving any side effects that cause death. These edible plastic bags are really important for our environment and aquatic or land animals. For example, our sea creatures such as turtles that eat these plastic bags will not choke on it.
Good day to our dear lecturer. My name is BINTI. Today I'm going to present about the CPS. There are 7 steps according to the notes. Here I have stated them. First is to clarify and identify the problem. So our problem of this project is plastic. Why plastic? Because first, plastic there are plenty in this world and people keep using it because of the needs. Even though there are a lot of other kind of plastics which is good to the environment, but still people prefer to the polyethylene kind of plastic. Second, research the problem. So we have done the research based on the problem, which is plastic, according to a lot of studies. And here I would like to summarize the research that we have done. First is the plastic. The effect of the plastic is the main problem here, because first it endangers the lives of the animal, aquatic and also land animal. Second, it brings environmental pollution. Okay, first I'll go through the environmental pollution, where plastic takes more than 100 years to decompose in land. So imagine there are a lot of plastics which has not been decomposed yet, and here we are still using plastics each and every day. So we need to make a step to prevent plastics keep creating a mountain there instead of decomposing every day. So to make sure that plastics are decomposed easily and not taking a lot of years, we need to create a plastic that has the ability to decompose as soon as possible. Second, research the problem. So we have done the research based on the problem, which is plastic, according to a lot of studies. And here I would like to summarize the research that we have done. First is the plastic. The effect of the plastic is the main problem here, because first it endangers the lives of the animal, aquatic and also land animal. Second, it brings environmental pollution. Okay, first I'll go through the environmental pollution, where plastic takes more than 100 years to decompose in land. So imagine there are a lot of plastics which has not been decomposed yet, and here we are still using plastics each and every day. So we need to make a step to prevent plastics keep creating a mountain there instead of decomposing every day. So to make sure that plastics are decomposed easily and not taking a lot of years, we need to create a plastic that has the ability to decompose as soon as possible. Right. So the second is plastics are dangerous to the animal's life. So they recently there was a case where it went viral in all social media, where a turtle that suffers because of a straw got stuck into its nose. So in that video we can see that people are trying to save the turtle by pulling out the straw, but the turtle suffered that. That turtle has been saved, but there are still some animals where got tangled by plastics and also ingested plastics and they died. We couldn't save them. So we need to make a step to make sure that these animals are not die because of plastic. And third is formulate a creative challenge. So according to the notes, this step is start by being asked question, whether how, what, where, something like that. So here we ask two questions. First is how to overcome environmental pollution and how to save animal life from plastic. These two questions with one answer, and that answer is the solution of this project. Fourth is generate ideas. We have generated, it's like a brainstorming, and we have given our contribution to this step 4. There were a lot. And step 5 is combine and evaluate idea. As I said, the ideas that we have given in step 4, we studied the idea which has an interconnection with each of it. So some of the ideas have the interconnection, and we evaluated the ideas by rating from 1 to 5. Whichever ideas that have the rating 4/5 is which brings up the path, narrow down the path for creating a solution. And the 6th step is solution, where we will be able to come up with an edible bioplastic from seaweed. And the 7th step is supposed to be drawing the solution, and it will be presented in the coming up slides. So far, this is from my side, and thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Maisarah. Now I'm going to talk about preferred solution, which is to make edible bioplastic from seaweed. So first of all, why are we choosing bioplastic? We choose bioplastic because bioplastic is based on organic or plant-based sources instead of oil. It will be more safer to the environment. Besides, bioplastic can be injection molded and sculpted in the same way as regular thermoplastics can, and it also sometimes tougher and lighter than traditional plastics. Thus, they aren't always limited to specialized uses. Moreover, bioplastics are more marketable. For example, their use in a green marketing campaign could increase a product's value add. And then, why are we choosing seaweed? Actually, seaweeds offer significant advantages over other biomass in that they do not require pesticides or extensive land use, and they grow quickly, easily, and inexpensively. To increase their traits and properties, seaweeds can be blended with other seaweed species or materials. As a result, employing seaweeds as a biomass material to replace traditional plastic is a potential solution that is not only cost-effective but also environmentally benign. Existing solution. So currently, the bioplastic family can be divided into three main groups, which are Group 1, which is bioplastic that are both bio-based and biodegradable. Group 2, bio-based or partially bio-based non-biodegradable plastics known as drop-ins. And Group 3, which is plastics that are based on fossil fuel resources and are biodegradable. So now for Group 1, as you can see, there is a figure of bioplastic bowl made of PLA. PLA is polylactic acid, an example of Group 1 polymers that are both bio-based and biodegradable. Plant cellulose, protein, chitin, which is from prawn shells, and microbe are all examples of natural supplies. Polylactic acid, also known as polylactide and generally referred to as PLA, is a popular and promising green plastic alternative derived from the starch of natural and renewable resources such as corn and potatoes. Then, as you can see for Group 2, there is a figure of bioplastics cosmetic packaging using PET. For Group 2, there is non-biodegradable polymers that are bio-based or partially bio-based drop-ins, biopolyethylene PE, biopolypropylene PP, and biopolyethylene terephthalate, which is PET. Bioplastics that are bio-based or partially bio-based but not biodegradable are known as drop-ins. Simply put, drop-in solutions are plastics that are hybrid of classic plastics. They only differ from conventional counterparts in terms of their partially renewable raw material base, but otherwise they are functionally equivalent. And then lastly for Group 3, there is a figure of biodegradable tea bag garbage bag. Lastly for Group 3, example of fossil fuel-based plastics that are biodegradable is polybutyrate tea bag. The final category of bioplastics include novel polymers derived from fossil fuels but still biodegradable, such as polybutyrate adipate terephthalate, also known as polybutyrate or PPAT. Because of their biodegradability and mechanical qualities, they are commonly used in conjunction with starch or other bioplastic materials to improve the application-specific performance of the final product. Now, let us see what materials are used in order to make edible bioplastic from seaweed. So, the first materials used is seaweed powder, which is Ascophyllum nolusum, popularly known as kelp or rockweed, is a form of brown algae that produce seaweed powder. A rich blend of minerals including vitamin B12 and E, amino acids, iodine, and phenols give seaweed its emollient and cleansing effect. And now, there are glycerin, which is one of the materials. Glycerin, also known as glycerol or glycerin, is a naturally occurring sugar alcohol compound. Sources of glycerin can include animal and plant fats. Manufacturers can also synthetically produce glycerol. For glycerin, common sources include triglyceride-rich vegetable fats such as soy, coconut, and also palm oils. And then the third material is a packet of cornstarch. Cornstarch is a fine white powder made from corn's endosperm. The nutrients-rich tissue inside the grain is called endosperm. Corn is a gluten-free grain, therefore making cornstarch really doesn't require any ingredients. As a result, pure cornstarch, which is made up entirely of cornstarch, is gluten-free. And lastly, of course, we use water as our materials. Water is a colorless, clear, odorless liquid that makes up the seas, lakes, rivers, and rain, as well as the fluid that keep living beings alive. So now, let us see the drawing of our product. So the first figure, as you can see, is the drawing of edible bioplastics from seaweed. And the second figure is actually a drawing of packaging to feed in the 20 edible bioplastics from seaweed. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is HAZWANI and I want to talk about entrepreneurship opportunity. In this part, we have business strategy. Business strategy is a clear set of plans, actions, and goals that outlines how a business will compete in a particular market or markets with a product or number of products or services. So there are three business strategy that I will use. So the first one, we provide all the information about the product to the people. This will ensure that the people are aware of our product and its purpose. So we can show the people a video of how we manufacture the bioplastic using our method. This will aid in persuading the people that our product is genuine and safe to use. And flyers will be distributed with information about our product and where it can be located to find the product. So the second one, which is marketing strategy by using online platform. So the marketing strategy is critical for ensuring that our customers are aware of the product and for fostering healthy competition among competing products. The initial marketing tactic we adopted was to promote ourselves as much as possible. This involves using social media and online advertisement like Facebook ads, Google ads, TikTok ads, and YouTube ads, among others. This will boost the amount of people that will see the videos. This is because nowadays people are just looking on the social media to look the information and the trend of the products. So we need to use this opportunity to make sure that our product is well known and famous. So the last one, which is we can make the collaboration with the famous food brands such as KFC, McDonald's, Mary Brown, and also we can collaborate with the shop near the beach. So our customer will have more trust in our products through the collaboration. To use our product while the collaboration with the shop near the beach is to show the people how to reduce plastic pollution at the sea. Okay, the next part, which is of cost analysis based on the production of bioplastic. So the variable cost, the item that we need is seaweed powder, glycerin, cornstarch, packaging, electric power, transportation, and water bill. Seaweed powder, the cost around 17 cents, and glycerin around 64 cents. For the cornstarch, around 15 cents, and packaging around 30 cents. Electric power around 1 ringgit, and transportation around 20 cents, and for the water bill around 20 cents. And the variable cost per unit, we get 2 ringgit and 66 cents. Okay, for the fixed cost, we have a marketing ads, managing and administration, business registration, fixed tax, and bioplastic making machine. For marketing ads, the cost around 300 ringgit. For managing and administration, we have 1000 ringgit. For business registration, fixed tax around 500 ringgit, while bioplastic making machine around 4800 ringgit. So the total fixed cost we get 10,600 ringgit. Okay, next, if we set the production quantity of the product as 5,000 units, the per unit cost is just 2 ringgit and 12 cents, which means the product must be priced above 2 ringgit and 12 cents per unit to be profitable. So the variable cost per unit of product, we get 2 ringgit and 66 cents. So the total fixed cost, we get 10,600 ringgit. And for the selling price per unit, we sold around 10 ringgit. So the contribution margin per unit, we get 7 ringgit and 34 cents. If the selling price per unit was set to 10 ringgit, thus the profit obtained will be 7 ringgit and 34 cents per unit of bioplastic. Then, if the selling reached 5,000 units, the profit is 26,100 ringgit. Based on this estimation cost analysis, The bioplastic has the potential to become commercialized in the green marketing field.